Hello and welcome to another hair video. So I'm jumping right in with me being at the hair salon with blown out hair. And if you're new here, I'm currently on a journey of doing low tension hairstyles on my natural hair. And today I was trying out a French roll using flat twist. So my hair had been sectioned into 5, like a top part where I was going to have individuals. So yeah, I did want to share just like one clip of her actually flat twisting. Apologies for the angle, but I also wanted to add that I know like in a different case, a lot of gel would have been used to kind of help grip the hair. But from past experience, I know how like my hair is already thin, like it would look far thinner and sleek down with gel. So I'd requested that just the beginning of the flat twist, like just to help grip and start the twist, have gel, and then the rest of my flat twist, like we just left alone with my own hair, just to have like a little bit more fullness. So it may not be as neat overall. No, actually it's still neat, but like that sleek gel look, won't be there for the rest of my hair. But honestly, it was perfectly fine. And so it would start with a flat twist and end with individual twists. And this is just an example of one of those 5 sections. So at this point, we were done before like assembling the back, and this is what it was looking like. Honestly, I liked it quite a lot, and that's what it was looking like underneath the, like, I don't know if it's a fringe or a bang side. It was quite nice. I liked how the flat twists were done. Then she did add these a few flat twists to the top. So that was like a creative decision on her part, but they were still okay. They were cute. So at this point, I apologize. I thought I was recording, but I actually missed like the first half of the back French roll. And that was me checking. That was actually recording this time. So apologies. I kind of missed the first part of it being assembled, but it's essentially just like a large flat twist in itself of, like where you just pick twists as you work your way up to the very top, and then just tuck in like any of the loose ends, into a French roll. So that's like the style that I was going for. It was honestly quite nice. And if you've been watching me since that video of me having like a really bad flare up earlier this year, I'm really happy with the progress I'm making, and it's just been fun, like trying out different styles. And I honestly want to try as many as possible. I hope you guys don't get bored of me, but I want to get to a point where I've tried as many styles as possible, and I can have like a top 5 and styles that I feel like I won't try again, just so I'm confident enough to have like a good like list of go-to styles, so that I'm never bored. Like, and I want a style for like any occasion, like any circumstance with my natural hair, while growing it out and not messing with it too much. So I'm going the protective style route. I know others can grow their hair on its own. In fact, I have done it before when I had like a TWA. I know someone asked me recently about my hair routine. I have grown my hair out from like scratch in the past, but this time I want to use the protective style route, just because I don't have as much time as I did when I was in my 20s. Basically I'm going the protective style route, so that it's initially a low tension style, and then in terms of maintenance, like my everyday wearing of my hair, it's low manipulation. So that's the tip that I'm on. So she's just going through with some bobby pins, and even if you had your own hair, like essentially with a French roll, you do need some bobby pins to kind of hold the style in place. So for the very front, as always, I did ask that it be spritz with a bit of water, and just to make it look fuller. And then it was kind of hanging longer than I wanted it to, so I wanted it to just shrink up a bit to frame my face better. So she added some water and a creamy leave-in. Like this time I won't even mention what leave-in it was, like just just use whatever makes you happy, as long as it's just like a nice creamy leave-in. And then she also added some mousse to the rest of the flat twists, to just kind of finish the look and make it just neat. And this was my salon visit for this updo, the flat twists. Okay, so I'm back home now, and this is what the style is looking like. It was close to the inspo pic. It was like the whole front bang situation with the French row in the back, which was what I wanted. This is what's underneath the side. I plan on keeping it for 2 weeks, and for the first week at least. Like this one is stressing me out. Like I almost chopped it off, and I asked her to add some more water to shrink it up, which she did. Everything else has shrunk up except this one. So I think it's just like a section of much longer hair with the way it was layered. I know it will be irking me for the next 2 weeks, but I should just get over it. And yeah, for my nighttime routine, I will do the whole hairnet situation at least for this first week. If anything changes, I'll come through with an update. But yeah, this was my French roll inspired style with flat twists. I'm sorry. Like I don't know why I did. Like I think it was reflex, even with the hairnet on. Like I was busy showing a style that's under a hairnet. But yeah, I'll see you at the 1 week mark, or if I decide to show anything else in between with like during the week maintenance. But I will most likely just spray my hair with the ORS Black Castor braid spray during the course of the week and just shake it up, because like it's an updo. So I'm not doing much, in terms of products. So this was me the next day. So this was like fresh first day wearing out of this hairstyle. And yeah, my morning routine was brushing down my edges. I did not use any edge control, just purely out of laziness, to be honest. And I didn't feel like the absolute need to lay my edges throughout the install. Then I did use the olive oil black castor braid spray daily. So I would spray my individual twists at the very top, as well as like just my flat twists in general, just to keep my hair and scalp moisturized. And I would go in like a second time and just kind of hold my twist taut, because there'd be days where my individuals would kind of like scrunch up at the top. But yeah, I'll also show you that in a separate clip. So this is what my fresh flat twists look like. And this is now the 1 week mark. So it was getting fuller and kind of older. I kept it in a hairnet. If you want to, you can use a satin scarf as well, but I opted to just use a hairnet. I feel like you get a neater look every morning if you opt for a satin scarf instead. So yeah, like I mentioned, for my morning routine, I used some braid spray, and I would just brush down my edges as they were with a hairbrush. And yeah, I would focus on like the very nape of my hair. That was like always frizzy. So yeah, so this is what I meant by sometimes the top of my twist would get crinkled the way they were under my hairnet. And that was me also just readjusting the bobby pins. So I would kind of loosen them at night so they weren't hurting my scalp, and then in the morning I would kind of tuck them back in. I felt too lazy to remove them every night and then reassemble the whole thing. So unfortunately, I kept bobby pins in for 3 weeks. Don't be like me. But yeah, but I did at least make the effort to loosen them before I would go to bed. So yeah, I would just spray my individuals to kind of loosen them and make them, yeah, to just kind of straighten them out, and then use my hands to, yeah, just put them in place. And yeah, this was me at week 1. And as always, I just brushed my hairline. So it did look, to me, it still looked okay at the 1 week mark. And my initial plan was to keep it for 2 weeks. So this was me at the 2 week mark. Honestly, it was done at the 2 week marks, but yeah, I had to leave it in for another week just due to other circumstances. So this is what it looked like. Hello. So this is me at the end of 3 weeks. Honestly, this hair should have been taken out. Should be taken out at the 2 week mark, but something yeah, like I wasn't able to make my appointment at the 2 week mark, so I had to push it to 3 weeks. Sorry about that. But yeah, it was a nice hairstyle. For like my oldies who know about my seborrheic dermatitis, girl, it has flared up so bad. And I think it's mostly on this section here, like just here where like it was kind of gathered to tuck in. It's like it's almost an open wound. So I'm just taking out these bobby pins that have kind of not really removed the entire install. I didn't feel like dealing with with all of that and reassembling it. Well, for the way it was done at the hair salon. But yeah. Oh, and another reason why I think I have a flare up is because I run out of my dandruff shampoo. It's been out of stock for a while, so I've just been using like a regular clarifying shampoo, I think for a month or so. So it's been really hard finding the As I Am Dry Itchy Scalp shampoo, which is what I like. Honestly, like that works. So yeah, this is it. I'll take this down. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.